Hey, Viola Rules here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And like Maya says, this is it. We have to go in and face off against Red, White of Blue Corp. Let's do this. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Oh, hello, Miles. Prosecutor Edgeworth? I received a call from the public prosecutor's office yesterday. He told me that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. Oh no. Because White has the whole system in his hands, basically. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket, too? You said that earlier. So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. Wow. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Huh? Yeah, I'm confused too. What? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be opening for session soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. He's not. I am my defense attorney. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Of course we're going to defend ourselves, because we were told, basically, that every single lawyer we'd ever get would intentionally sabotage us. So, the only way to not be sabotaged is to defend ourselves. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of another witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. I went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? Because they're all in cahoots, Phoenix. Keep up. It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Objection, yes, object. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss Maine's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. You saw the judge was about to agree with us for a second. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth, I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh God. Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Will you please just shut up, please? God. Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I don't care what your friends call you. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory! No, I did not! I guess Edgeworth didn't expect him to say that. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct! And you witnessed the murder from there. Ahem, why tell me what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Please stop doing that. I hope you have made peace with your God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's do this. Witness's account. There has to be a flaw here somewhere. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perfusifying, that is, reading, to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a blam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, then it was all over. This guy's use of vocabulary, jeez. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Oh, no, you don't, Judge. Very well, defendant, Mr. White. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I want to press one of the statements he made. Where was it? See, no, it's not that one. Peruse by reading some papers by the window. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I want to ask about something that he said, because I need to cross-reference it with what Miss April May said. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. I want to press that. Maybe a little bit more detailed about that. I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. Haha, really? Miss May said that she ran to the right, and it also matches with where the body ended up. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. I didn't look at this. Victim dodged to the right, yes. Wait right there. Mr. White, you dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. He didn't know about that. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Oh, right, because he kills her when she dashed away. He was facing her. She dashed to his left, where the door would have been. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left? So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both of them are correct, technically. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, then where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Show the court where Mr. White was standing. Standing where the killer was. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Yeah, that's the point, Miles. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Ooh, rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. She was only struck once. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Oh boy. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? Of course. You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. She ran to the left. Okay, I already know what I need to press. Well, not press, present evidence against. Whatever. She ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. I think, see, you hit her twice. Autopsy report. Died from a blow by a blunt object, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to present that. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony? Miles, the witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. No, don't do that. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Unfortunately, everyone's against us, so we'll get that break. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Yeah, very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did hit her with a single blow. Okay. Slap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, is hurting. Nope. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay. We'll see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. What? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. And change your testimony to reflect that. So sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Okay. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Then you did hit her with a single blow. Thwap. Okay. I think I need to press this. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. Okay, I'm just gonna press everything until something happens, because I'm not exactly sure. The glass light stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Well, why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. Light's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. In the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Hang on, what's the evidence that I have? Broken beyond all recognition. Maybe this is what I need to present? Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? Oh god. Sorry. Forgot to turn my alarms off. Sorry about that. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. That's not possible. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? No problemo, big problemo, because you said you didn't look over until you heard the sound of the attack, so... There's a big problemo, problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over, because if we look at the floor plans... Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. Wright, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shard as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is from inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Well, it seems we have him, but it can't be that easy, right? Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia? Looks like we're about to get our verdict. I was just about to say, don't get too comfortable, Phoenix. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap? Oh, you're sneaky. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been to that office well before the murder took place. He went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Wow. Miles is good, I have to give him that. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretap. Ahem, leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Wait, whoa. I expected you to say more than that. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound? Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Good. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Thanks, Maya. Okay. I need to press one of these. The week before the murder. I had entered Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? No. This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. And that's when I saw this glass light stand. There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Was it really? That's the question you're asking? Or was it mismeant? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I'd done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw the glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Darn, nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough I can bluff something out of him. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Mrs. Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Okay. Of course, I'd done so to place the wiretap. Yeah, I already asked that. Oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Yeah, boy. Tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix? Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Oh, right. Because Maya's a spirit medium. I guess her power's activated from us giving up. Mia? Phoenix. God. Why? Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. You're finally awake. You're gonna give Phoenix a heart attack. Or a concussion, whichever one happens first. Hey, Phoenix! Jack, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that it was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. It wasn't in the office yet a week before the murder. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. Why did we never look at the front of the receipt in the first place? But whatever, we've done so now. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. As a defendant, rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Well, thank you, Miles, for giving us this last chance. Wiretapping was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Actually, wait, no. That's not what... Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Present receipt. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Receipts have two sides? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase, why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. Wright, when you allegedly entered Faye and Co. offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. There he goes, screaming again. Well, Mr. Wright, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Got the feeling that was going to happen. What now, Miles? Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether your claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. God. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo received from Mia. Documents. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. Well, my life is on the line right now. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Just stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. You have no idea how spirited it was. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that, if only you knew how spirited it was. I had no idea the game would make that joke. Well, this court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Yes, we've done it again. That is all. Court is adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. Well, as long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here for that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say, at 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! September 9th at 9:02 p.m. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see her face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, do I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch with you. Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of? Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? Wait, Wright & Co.? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. And of course, Mia will always be with us in spirit. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. It's still open at 9 o'clock at night, I guess. Okay, wait up. The end. And that's another chapter down. A brand new episode has been added, Turnabout Samurai, and we'll start that one in the next episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did, give this video a like. Also be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, as well as support my Patreon, and check out my reaction channel. All those links will be in the description below. And subscribe for more, and if you are subscribed or you subscribe right now, be sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified when I upload videos. This is Viola Rules, signing off. Talk to you later.